Hey guys, what's up? It's Simon Creative Productions, and today I am doing my Spider-Man Homecoming Showcase review. This involves Spider-Man version 2 from the movie, because I didn't really like my Civil War one, and Vulture, which is the main villain of this film. And I'm super excited to see Michael Keaton's performance as Vulture. Vulture looks like a really cool villain. Some of you might be wondering, where is Iron Man? I didn't decide to make him because I don't really like the suit, and I just don't bother. So yeah, and Vulture took ages to make, and I don't have enough time anyway. So anyway, guys, I know I haven't been posting a lot of showcases lately, but I've been doing a lot more animations because, I think I can make cool films, but not many people watch them. So anyway, go check them out if you haven't, the animations. And without further ado, let's get started. Hey guys, starting off with Spider-Man version 2. I did make the Civil War one, but I did not like my one, how it turned out, because it looked pretty ugly, and it just didn't work out. And this time I fixed the eyes, because the eyes were the main problem for me in the old one, and I fixed up most of the torso and the coloring because I did not like the black outline. So if you can look closely, you can see the I used a light red to paint over the whole color of the suit, and then the outlines are dark red. You can barely see it, but it's there. And yeah guys, so his suit is really cool in the movie, showing all those features, but clearly I don't have all of them. And all I did for the web shooters was just paint a black outline. I didn't give it like tactical glove tops or anything like that. I don't see the need. But anyway, starting off with the head, the webbing, I'll just take him off. The webbing was extremely annoying. I had to redo it like 2 times. I'm not sure, but this one was the best I could get it. So yeah. It doesn't look that good up close, but it's okay to me. Yeah, so the eyes would look really good because last time I just took like a toothpick or something and just put a dot right in the middle of the eye, and it just looked weird. So now I actually did have to paint the whole like outline, leave a black outline and then just paint the white over it. I did like 3 layers of white to make it that bright, light of white. So the symbol, this was the best I could do. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I could have made it better, but didn't really have the time. But I think it still does look good on him. And all I did here was just paint blue, and then it just continues to his arms on both sides. I'll just push the arm forward. Yeah, so yeah, it looks pretty good. And I continued a bit of his torso to the legs, as you can see, and it does look pretty good. Yeah, so on the side there's not much actually if you think about it. It's all just black lines. And I actually haven't got my hands on one of the new Spider-Man Homecoming sets with the new Spider-Man figure, but it does look really good, and I could put in my animations. So on the back, all it is it's way better than my older one. My older one was just like, I actually didn't know what was on the back, so all I did was just paint blue here and just put a straight black line, and then just put a really bad spider on the back. Now this is more like an ant because it only has 3 legs, but on each side. But I couldn't fit the 4th leg in, but it still looks pretty good. So don't judge me. And also the blue continues on the arms on the back as well, and the leg printing just continues. So from this side to this side. So yeah, and then there's like there's a black line that continues around the legs, and then it curves down on the sides. It looks okay. So this figure is like falling off the stand. So yeah, so and then on the legs there's also printing if I move the hands on both sides. Oh, the hand fell off. Great. So yeah, So the leg printing on both sides is the same. Yeah, it looks okay. Last Spider-Man, I don't think I even included any like printing on the legs and then continue it around. But this looks much better. So for the hands, I'll just take it off. Yeah, so there's not much to the hands, to be honest. Like, that's all it is. So just like, yeah. Same on both sides. So yeah, there's not much else to talk about this figure. So yeah. And then also the webbings on the legs. It's just generic. It's really easy. Just around. It's hard to see because the legs are a bit darker. Yeah, so anyway guys, just move on to Voucher, because Voucher was the main one I wanted to show. So going on to Michael Keaton as the Voucher. So this is definitely one of the hardest figures I've ever made in my whole customizing life, basically. Because he's similar to Falcon, but Falcon's wing design was really easy, so it wasn't too hard. So, but this one, getting everything I saw on the image onto this, I copied the Hasbro figure, so yeah, the Marvel Legends one or something. Yeah, so that was really hard, and I don't know if I even got everything on, but I tried to make it as much as symmetrical as I could on both sides, right? Yeah, so I think altogether it does look great, and I'm really happy with it. Okay, so I had to zoom up really far just to fit the whole figure on, so I might have to, like, it doesn't even spin the full way, so I might have to take it off and just turn it around. But okay, so I'll start off in the head. If you're wondering how I made this helmet, all it was one of those old like X-Wing pilots from the Star Wars line, and I just took it off and I would literally glued on like one of these glasses, like the glass piece or something that you put on the helmet, but of course it wouldn't clip on, so I had to actually stick it on, and it worked out fine in the end. But I just wish that the eyes would be a bit more brighter, because I don't have a brighter green, but yeah, it looks pretty dark. And then all I did was just take a toothpick, put a bit of white on the eyes to make it look like it's glowing. Yes, so yeah, no, I'll just take it off because it's pretty easy to take off. Yeah. So, and then all I did to connect the wings was actually just put one of those like 2x1 like back like head piece or something. Yeah, that's all I did. So this is the head, and those are the nozzles, of course. Actually for that I just put it back on. So the nozzles on both sides, and then the middle doesn't have much detail, nor on the sides. The sides don't have much detail either. And this was a yellow head before I painted all over it. Yeah, so yeah, it looks cool. And yeah, so for the torso, all I did was just sculpt the little vest piece that he holds his whole wings on. Yeah, and then they have like the gold clips on both sides, and yeah, they look pretty great. And then the zip on the middle that I painted gold because I have gold, and silver details on the side. So for the legs, the gold buckle in the middle, and some details on the legs, and there's even details on the side, which look pretty great. So yes, and then I'm actually gonna take off the head and the whole backpack, because I need to show you the legs, the claws that I had to make. Super hard to get off. Sorry for the little break there, because something went wrong with my camera. So yeah, I just cut out a bit of the last video. But anyway, taking it off and talking about the claws, these were extremely hard to put on because I had to actually super glue each of the spikes on, and like the back doesn't look as nice, but the front does look a bit better. But what I did was, I took my old Lego Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shredder little armor piece that sticks on the side, and he actually had like 3 sharp edges, and I was like, okay, just use this. So I cut it out, each of the spikes, and I just put it on, because I'm not that good at sculpting. So, you know, it turned out pretty good. And swinging to the arms, yeah, the arms don't have much printing, because I just did a quick job on them. And the back, so there's nothing on the back, because the wings, which is here, all they do is just basically cover it half the time. So, you know, yeah. So anyway, just going back, so yeah, now I might have to move this figure, so I'm just gonna talk about the wings separately. So this wing, this was definitely one of the hardest projects I ever did, because of all the detail I had to put on there, including the fans, but I do not have them sticking out. Like, they don't fold out, and I know these two look ugly, but you know, you usually look from the front, so the front looks nice. And I wanted the function of folding it back, folding it forwards, because I think that's one of the main things I wanted to get out. Not just the looks, but also the functions on it. But this part looks pretty good. I hand painted that myself. I hand painted everything, and so these fans, like, they don't fold out, so they just stay there. But what I did was I just scraped it off, and then it looks transparent, so there's like nothing there on both sides. So yeah, it looks pretty nice. And yeah, so I just do it for 360 if I can. Yeah, so I think altogether this figure turned out really good, and I didn't get as much time on this figure as I had, even though Falcon was like, he took a shorter time for sure, but I had to work on a lot of figures for like the Civil War. But this figure I had way more time, and I really liked how he turned out. And all I did for the back part was, so I'll just hold it up like that. So yeah, if you're wondering about that white stuff, it's actually super glue. I super glued this on this platform. So it's just a flat tile piece with 2 of these joint pieces with 2 of the flaps, like those computer flaps or whatever. And this piece I told you guys about, that holds my whole thing together. So yeah, I'll just put it back on. So anyway, guys, that's basically it for Voucher. He has nothing much else I should say about him. Yeah, so I didn't really have anything else to add on him. I was kind of complete with the figure. I just wanted to make sure I glued on the claws properly and did everything fine. And the helmet was one of my main points as well. So anyway, guys, let's get on to the end part. Let's wrap this video up. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you're wondering what this background is, it's actually Central City from The Flash. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you liked it, just leave a thumbs up in the description, and press the like button, and then comment below what you think of these figures. And just to tell you guys, I'm not making any side figures like maybe like Peter's best friend or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just really happy how these two turned out, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't to my channel, and then turn on notifications, because I am doing a lot more animations, and my next animation is Penguin, something to do with Penguin. Yeah, and I've already got like a minute of film in there, so yeah, it's turning out pretty great. And so the next showcases I have are Defenders from the Netflix series. I have to start making Justice League and Thor Ragnarok. So I'll be doing like three showcases like all at once, and but I have more time for Justice League and Thor, so I might just go slow on them, make sure they turn out good. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. See you guys later. Bye, guys.